One thing I always tell people visiting London is to get out and experience some of the UK's beautiful historic cities. And one at the top of my recommendations at just an hour away by train is Cambridge. It's a place where centuries-old colleges line the River Cam, where cobbled streets are filled with independent shops and historic pubs, and where you can genuinely feel the stories of the past around every corner. So in this video, we are spending a whirlwind 24 hours exploring the city's most iconic landmarks, discovering hidden gems, and of course, eating our way through some of the most delicious places. Cambridge is the perfect place to add onto a London itinerary, even if it's just for one night. We just left King's Cross Station. Now, personally, that's my favourite place to get the train to Cambridge from because it is a direct train, so it only takes 50 minutes. And that is why you take the express train, because that took absolutely no time at all. We are here in the centre of Cambridge and we've just checked into our gorgeous hotel, the University Arms. Dating back to the 1800s, the University Arms is Cambridge's oldest hotel and one of the city's most iconic landmarks. It has been beautifully restored in recent years though, with all of the modern comforts you would want. Historic design details throughout, thoughtful amenities, and if you are lucky, views over the park from your room. It's the kind of hotel that truly adds to the Cambridge experience rather than just being a place to sleep. And when we checked in, they gave us this beautiful sort of hand-drawn map of the city, so I think it's high time we head out and explore. But of course, first on the agenda is a bakery stop, and we are going to one that is a historic bakery founded in Cambridge in the 1920s. Let's go have a look. Now, no trip to Cambridge is complete without a visit to Fitzbillies for their legendary Chelsea buns. A fluffy, spiced bun that is stuffed with currants and doused in a glistening sweet syrup. We popped into the original location on Trumpington Street, although they now have quite a few spots around the city for you to choose from. From here, it's quite an easy detour to spend the afternoon exploring Cambridge's shops and markets. We started at Market Square, which is home to a daily market with about 200 stalls to explore, and then wandered through the backstreets, discovering some lovely independent boutiques and grocery stores along the way. Now, Cambridge is probably most well known for the University of Cambridge, but it's not just one university. It's actually made up of 31 independent and unique colleges, and some of these date back hundreds and hundreds of years, full of stories and lore to hear about, and I definitely don't know enough information about these, so we're off on a walking tour to find out more. Our walking tour started outside King's College with our guide and alumnus of Cambridge University. As we weaved our way through the back streets, he shared stories about some of the famous faces who studied here, from Isaac Newton to Stephen Hawking and many more, all while pointing out hidden details that you would easily miss on your own. We stopped by the Corpus clock, a rather eerie golden timepiece that symbolises that time is an illusion, and then made our way to the Eagle, a historic pub where the discovery of DNA structure was famously announced. From there, it was onto the Mathematical Bridge, known for its geometric design and clever use of straight pieces of timber, before finishing the day in the beautiful grounds of Trinity College, watching the punters go by. While it is a little bit outside of the city centre, dinner at Margaret's is well worth a leisurely evening walk. This is the more casual sister restaurant to one of Cambridge's only Michelin-starred restaurants, so you can expect British dining at its best. The set menu focuses on regional ingredients in season. Our server even told us about the asparagus that they had picked that very morning. A warm atmosphere, generous portions, and food that genuinely just makes you feel good. Put this one on your list for a very special evening out. We've just checked out of our hotel, but we're not leaving Cambridge just yet. I've got a couple of fun things planned for us to do today, including a gallery that has actually been on my list to see for a while now. But first, we're off in search of breakfast and coffee. After breakfast, we walked along the River Cam towards Kettles Yard. Gosh, this is a truly special space. Once home to art collector Jim Eade, it has been preserved for the public to use exactly as he intended. A calming atmosphere where you can disconnect from the outside world and explore his carefully curated collections displayed alongside simple, lived-in interiors. What I loved the most was the human consideration for how art is enjoyed. You'll see details like this lemon that is always placed here to complement the colours in the painting and the flowers and overall brighten the room. The thoughtful way Jim displayed pieces based on how light moved through the rooms and how people would actually use the space. We took a Saturday morning gallery tour, which only happens once a week, and it really added so much depth to the experience. I would recommend booking ahead if you can. It's genuinely one of the more considered and personal galleries I've been to, and I think if you're coming to Cambridge just to go to Kettles Yard, it is well worth it. But for now, I think the sun is coming out. We are planning to pop down to a craft market now, and then this afternoon we are going punting. From here, we kept the creative theme going and wandered down to All Saints Garden for the Saturday craft market. It's just a handful of vendors, but there are some beautifully made pieces to browse and the perfect place to pick up a unique souvenir from your time in Cambridge. Considering Cambridge literally means a bridge over the River Cam, taking a punting trip feels like an essential part of the experience. What makes it particularly special here is seeing the college gardens and architecture from a completely different perspective, gliding under historic bridges like the famous Bridge of Sighs and past iconic landmarks like King's College Chapel. We added on the afternoon tea option, so a scone with jam while gently drifting down the river felt like a rather poetic way to wrap up our time here. And that is the end of a fleeting 24 hours in Cambridge. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want more UK travel inspiration, I have plenty of other guides over on my channel. And if there is somewhere you would like me to visit next, let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next video.